Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to see how image is formed by lenses because of refraction. We have already started before that image is formed by spherical mirrors, that is due to reflection, and we have considered different cases, like we have considered 6 different cases for concave mirror and 2 different cases for convex mirror and drawn the ray diagrams for each of them. Now here also, in order to draw the ray diagrams showing the image formation of an object, we should first know what are the specific rules for specific rays. What are the rules? How will they bend after passing through the lens? So let us study first that. Now imagine students that always our object will be taken in this as this only. AB is the object. For mirrors, what we had done, from A we had taken 2 rays, incident rays from A falling on the mirror, and we were taking the point where the rays meet or appear to meet after reflection, and thus we were getting the point of reflection as an image of A, and we were naming it A dash. In this case also, when we draw the actual ray diagrams showing the image formation of an object, we'll take the object like this, take 2 rays from A and they are incident on a lens, and after refraction, that is after passing through the lens, it means the refracted rays, we will get the point where the refracted rays will meet or appear to meet. And the point where the rays meet or appear to meet, which actually start from A, will give us the image of A dash. Before we draw those diagrams, let us see the rules, which type of rays we can select. Now, in case of convex lens, hope you remember this is a convex lens. Okay, so convex lens, which is curved outward from both the sides, it is thicker at the center and thinner near the edges. It is thicker at the center, thinner near the edges, curved outwards from both the sides, thus having convex surface from both the sides. Now we know that we have already started, this is optical center, focus, and this is actually center of curvature, which we represent by 2F. And since it has 2 centers of curvature, so I have written F2F on both the sides in each diagram. Okay, so first you should know how to draw the basic diagram. I'll teach you this after I explain the rules. Now, in this case, if I take a ray coming from A, or object parallel to the principal axis, then in case of convex, we have studied before also that such ray passes through the focus, and hence we had defined focus initially. So a ray which is parallel to principal axis always passes through focus when it passes through the convex lens. This is one of the rays that we can choose. The other ray is, we can take a ray passing through focus of the convex lens, and after refraction it becomes parallel to the principal axis. So both of these are opposite of each other. If the ray is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction through the convex lens, it passes through the focus. If the ray is passing through the focus, then after refracting from the convex lens, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. Third ray that we can choose is a ray passing through optical center, that is center of the lens. We have shown here that it goes undeviated. It means it is not going to change its direction. In case of mirrors, when we have drawn the diagrams for such cases, we have actually proved it by taking I is equal to R. Here we are not going to prove how it happens, but in the previous lecture I have just given you a hint that here I can consider it to be a combination of prism, and logically we have accepted that this is a converging lens, and hence it converges the parallel beam of light at its focus. So without proving, we will accept that these 3 rules are right. Parallel ray will pass through focus after refracting from a convex lens. A ray passing through focus will become parallel to the principal axis after it passes through the convex lens, and a ray passing through optical center will pass as it is, will go undeviated after refracting through a convex lens. So out of these three rays, we can choose any two rays coming from A falling on the convex lens and get the final image by getting the point where the refracted rays meet or appear to meet. I hope the three rules you will remember, they are very easy. And also remember students that all the rules, all the formulae that we are going to discuss in this chapter are true only for thin lenses. What do we mean by thin lenses? A lens which is very thin. A lens which is very thin. This thickness should be very less. It means the aperture should be very small compared to the center of compared to the radius of curvature. So all these rules, all the formulae that we are going to discuss are applicable for thin lenses. As in the case of mirrors we have seen, all the rules, all the ray diagrams, all the formulae that we had discussed are applicable for mirrors having smaller apertures. It means whose apertures are smaller than the radius of curvature. So now let us see the rules for the different rays, how will they get refracted after passing through the concave lens. Okay, so here I have drawn the concave lens. We know concave lens is curved inwards from both the sides. So both the surfaces are concave, and again I have drawn F to F on both the sides as it has two centers of curvature, and this 2F is nothing but the center of curvature. Okay. So this O is the optical center. This lens is thinner at the center and thicker near the edges, and thinner at the center. If you remember, this is a diverging lens, as if we draw parallel rays to the principal axis incident on it, they appear to diverge from its focus. Hope you remember this. So let us see which type of rays we can choose when we draw the ray diagram showing image formation by concave lens. If I choose an object AB, from A, which two rays can I select? Now, first ray, one of the rays that I can select is a ray which is parallel to principal axis. If a ray is parallel to the principal axis of a concave lens, then after refraction, it appears to be coming from its focus. A ray parallel to the principal axis after refraction through the concave lens appears to be coming from its focus. This is one ray. Okay. Second, if the ray, if our incident ray is directed towards focus, remember here, this is the other focus, not this focus. If the ray is directed towards the focus, that is on the other side, then after refraction from a concave lens, it becomes parallel to the principal axis, as shown here. And the last is, if a ray is passing through the optical center, it will pass as it is, it will go undeviated. It is same as in the case of convex lens. Hope these diagrams, these rules are clear to you. Remember, the ray parallel to principal axis appears to be coming from the focus of a concave lens. A ray directed towards the focus, not this focus, focus behind the lens. A ray directed towards a focus becomes parallel to the principal axis after refraction from a concave lens, and a ray passing through optical center will pass undeviated, will go as it is after passing through the concave lens. In fact, this is the same case as that of convex lens. So out of these three rays, you can choose two rays coming from A point of the object AB and get the point where the refracted rays meet or appear to meet, to get the image A dash of A, and hence you can get the complete image A dash B dash. That we'll learn in our next lecture. Hope these rules are clear to you. And remember, these rules are valid for thin lenses. So this lens is thin. It means, in other words, the aperture is smaller than the radius of curvature. I'll explain you now how to draw this initial diagram, this basic diagram first on the page. How will you be drawing it on the page? Now students, first to draw the basic diagram, you have to draw a straight line. Draw a straight line like this, and then you can do marking on it. Mark 4 points at 0, 4, 8, 12 and 16. Right? You have drawn a simple straight line and marked 4 points which are 4 distance from one another, equidistant. Okay? Then you choose a compass, take a compass, keep the distance between the pencil and the tip of the compass little bit more than 8. Here I have taken more than 8. Let it be 8.3 centimeter. Then you hold the compass at this first point on the line and draw this curve. Okay? And take the compass without changing this distance, keep it on the other tip and again draw this. Clear? So this is how you will draw the convex lens, and this will be F, this will be 2F. This is F and this is 2F, and this is our optical center. Okay, this is how you draw the basic diagram for a convex lens. Now for concave lens, what you will do, you will again draw a line. Again mark 4 points. You can choose again such points. This is better. 0, 4, 8, 12 and then 16. Let the compass distance this between the pencil and the tip be little bit more than 8 as we have done now. Now in this case it was more than 8. In this case I have to keep it little bit less than 8. So what I'll do, I'll reduce this distance. I'll keep it little bit less than 8 for convex lens. Now it is little bit less than 8. Okay. See. It is less than 8. So now I have placed it at the first point and I have drawn this curve, and again I have placed this on this point and again I'll draw this curve. Okay. Now remember that this is a geometrical center, so here you can also draw a line passing through the center. Straight line passing through the center. Here also you could have drawn. And just take, if it is 2 centimeter above, or let us say 1.5 centimeter above we can take, and 1.5 below, it means here it is 3. Then I can just, okay, this is my thin lens. I can erase this part. Okay, so this is how you can draw the basic diagram. Here I'll call this first point as F, 2F. This is second point is F, this is O, this is F, and this is again 2F. This is how you can draw a thin lens. Okay, hope this is clear to you and you have learned the rules. Hope you have learned how to draw this first basic structure of concave lens, convex lens, principal axis, and how to mark F to F in each case. Okay, so if you remember these rules, we have 3 different rays for each case, for convex lens and concave lens. And out of 3 rays, we can choose any 2 rays to get the image formation of A point. We'll study that in detail in our next lecture. Hope this is clear to you. Thank you, students.